Table topics helps members practice the art of improvisation and also helps us think on our feet. This helps us deliver four vital communication skills: listening, thinking, organizing, and delivering. Since we at Toastmasters try and provide a speaking opportunity to maximum audience members, this session is not restricted to members alone. Even the guests can participate. So, to our courageous and ever daring guests, it's your time to shine as well. Please note, every speaker has to speak minimum of 1 minute, maximum 2 to 2.5 minutes. At 1 minute, the timer will flash the green card. At 1.5 minute, yellow card, and at 2 minute, red card. I encourage each speaker to use the word and or phrase of the day in your speeches. Word of the day is insatiable, and phrase of the day is through thick and thin. So let's satisfy our insatiable hunger for impromptu speaking. Let's start. Can I have my first volunteer? Can we start with the guests first now? Okay, Jyoti has raised her hand. Just a second. Okay, hi Jyoti. So the topic for you is, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
So if I could have any superpower, it would be to read the minds of everyone. Do you know why I want to read your minds? It is because in today's world, everyone has dreams, but they lack the courage to follow that dream. When I will have the superpower to read your mind, I will guide you to overcome those fears and see where your passion lies. What are your dreams and what is that sign that universe is calling you again and again to follow that passion, to follow your heart. So one superpower that can help you to overcome your fears is overcoming the fear and following your heart. So I will be helping you by reading your minds and going with you in hand and letting you overcome through all thick and thin and be you, be true, be your true self in whatever circumstances may be, and just be you, follow your passion and follow your heart. Back to you, table topic master.
Beautiful. What an amazing superpower you have chosen. Next, Bhavesh, would you like to go next? Yeah, just a second. So the question for you is, what is the best piece of advice you have ever been given?
I always get scared when Vidushi becomes a table topic master because she gives the most challenging topics ever. So you all must be aware about this, that I'm a fan of Autobiography of a Yogi, and I have read it multiple times, and I haven't received very many great advices, I would say, from people around me, but that book has taught me a lot. And one piece of advice which it teach me, and it became a motto of my life, that look fear in the eye and it will cease to exist. I've always been a very fearful person as a child, and I had huge fear of speaking in front of public, and that was the reason I joined Toastmaster after actually reading that statement, that you have to look into the eyes of the fear and only then it will cease to exist. And what's a better platform than to join a Toastmaster club to face your fear heads on? And I think Toastmaster Jyoti also talked about on the similar lines, that it is very imperative for us to satiate our needs. And in order for that, we need to look into the eyes of the fear. And that is a great advice which I got from that particular book. And I would also like to leave that advice in the minds of everyone in this virtual meeting. Back to you, Vidushi. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing that advice. Really, everyone can use it. Thank you. Okay. Now, Mayank, would you like to go next?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so topic for you will be, if you could live anywhere besides where you live right now, where would it be?
Okay. Live anywhere beside my place. Yeah, so I would like to be in Spain, and it is just only because of the movie which I liked a lot, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. So it would not like a place, but thought process as well, mindset as well. But yeah, that place is always in my mind that okay, if I need to visit somewhere in my life, I will definitely visit Spain and visit all these whatever these characters in this movie did. I would like to play all these scary, for example, this bullfights or yeah, so these kind of or Tomatino. So till the time when I watched that movie, so all these things were in my mind. And unfortunately, so actually I was in Europe for 6 months, but unfortunately I was not able to make this happen. So I was in Amsterdam, but somehow our plan to Spain get and rescheduled. But yeah, definitely, if I got any opportunity, I will go there.
Amazing. Hopefully, next time you can surely visit Spain. Pratik, can you go next? Okay. So the topic for you, yeah. Am I audible? Pratik, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So the topic for you is, if you could speak any language fluently, which would it be?
Okay. So the language, if there there is a possibility that I can learn a language instantly or I can speak it fluently, I would love to learn Japanese. And the reason is in the past, I have experience with dealing with Japanese, working with them. And I am a kind of fascinated by the kind of community or the kind of culture that they have. Their insatiable hunger for the perfection, the sort of the different kind of phenomena which are there, be it Kaizen, be it Lean Six Sigma, or be it Ikigai. So more specifically, Ikigai is something which I really want to, uh, find my Ikigai no matter how. So probably if I get a chance to learn Japanese, that too fluently, it will definitely help me to fly to Okinawa, be with those locals, learn their secrets and implement it so that I can lead a prosperous, satisfied, happy life. Back to you, Toastmaster Vidushi.
Amazing choice. Even I think I would have gone with Japanese or Chinese myself. Or Mandarin. Sorry, not Chinese. Yeah. So Sharath, would you like to go next? Great. Just a second. The topic for you is, which subject do you wish you were taught in school?
Okay. So thank you, Vidushi, for sharing such a lovely topic. So the topic which I think I taught in school is to managing the finance. I think it's a must-taught subject in school, like what we have to do after doing a job or doing any business. How should we manage our finance? Where should we invest? How to invest, and uh, I must say a quote of Warren Buffett that he started his investing journey at the age of 11 years, and he said he was late. So it is told and prove that investing as soon as you can is better in the long term because compounding do wonders. So if we taught in our school only the importance of finance, money management would be helpful for all of the students when they really deal with this world and start earning, so that they don't have to think about it or do unnecessary spending in their career. So thank you. Thank you for listening, guys.
Perfect choice, actually. Yeah, okay. Savan, would you like to go next?
Sure.
Yeah, so the topic for you is, when was the last time you tried to learn something new?
Thank you, Toastmaster Vidushi. So I think the most recent example is joining Toastmaster, because as I mentioned earlier, learning public speaking and leadership skill was something that I always wanted to do in my life, but I could not prioritize it because of different things going into my life. But now, since I decided that I have to learn it, I am on this journey and I'm actually excited about how it turns out. And this is something new which I had not learned earlier. So I had theoretical knowledge about English, but spoken English was something that I always wanted to work upon, because I think this skill is very important in our personal as well as professional skills. Because whenever you want to grow in your career, apart from your core skills, soft skills are really important. And we don't get enough chance to work on our soft skills as we get to work on our core skills. So joining Toastmasters was, I think, one of the best platforms that I could find, which can help me learning this new skill, and not only learning, also practicing in a friendly and supportive way, where I can also get feedback so that I'm not stuck on my same level. I can keep on improving as I grow in this journey. So yeah, I would say public speaking is the most recent skill that I have started working upon, and I'm glad that I started. Back to you, Toastmaster Vidushi.
Amazing. I feel every one of us can resonate with your statement here. TM Chintan, would you like to go next?
Sure.
So the topic for you is, who has had the biggest positive influence on your life? Who has been a biggest positive influence of your life?
Whenever we think about biggest influence on our life, the obvious answer is our parents. And in my case also, it was the same. But apart from that, there had been many individuals who had guided me, who had mentored me, which impacted my life in a way that I had been into a different trajectory, that put me on a pedestal that I could have never imagined myself would be. One of which was my Toastmaster mentor. Even I learned so much from the YouTube. I used to watch and consume net, which used to be so costly at our time. But I used to watch so many TED Talks and so many powerful speeches that innumerable members of TED Talks and YouTube speakers have influenced my life. One of them I would like to highlight, and which had distorted the reality, which had inspired the world, was Steve Jobs. The speech he had given in Stanford has changed my life completely. I was transformed like a worm gets transformed into a butterfly. That was the moment for my conversion or transformation from caterpillar to a butterfly. And he was a person who had impacted the lives beyond anyone can imagine. If we look closer, there are many ways we can get the people who influence us, both in the positive and negative way. But it's on us whom we choose. And I chose sometimes the ones which impacted negatively, and most of the times those who impacted positively. Whom would you choose? Over to you.
Amazing. Even I have noted down. I would love to listen to this speech as well. Okay, Komal, would you go next?
Yes.
Okay, so topic for you is, what is one thing that makes you unique from everyone else?
So the one thing that makes me unique is humbleness and kindness. Like I'm a kind of person where I stay and where I live in. I think a lot about people around us, where I stay and whom I'm connected with. I think a lot about them, and whenever they need, I always try to support them. So the one thing, this is the one thing that make me unique. But sometimes this is also uh, uh, this is also one thing that is not very good uh, for me. So sometimes I try to like do where it needed, not always available for everyone. So the people would take you for granted. So I always try the people who is very valuable in my life and who have done something good for me. So I always try to help them. I always try to available for them. So that is one thing uh, in me unique. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Perfect, perfect. It's a beautiful quality to have. TM Vivek, would you like to go next?
Yes, we will.
Okay, great. So the topic for you is, what's the most exciting place you have ever traveled to?
Okay. So I have traveled so many cities during job transfer. I have been in Hyderabad, in Bhopal, then Lucknow, and then Gurgaon. If I talk about in per se of natural beauty, I love the place Bhopal. It's it's like a heaven for me, and everyone can enjoy the post-retirement life in Bhopal. There are so many lakes in Bhopal, and there are so many trees and plantation drives is regularly run by the MP government over there. So it's a very full, very wonderful and beautiful place to live. And I have been in Bhopal for 4 years, and I used to visit multiple places in Madhya Pradesh, like one of the famous place in the uphill. The name of that place is Pachmadi. So there are the multiple waterfalls, and there are the numerous kind of trees where we can nurture the beauty, and we can give a wonderful satisfactory treat to all of us. So this is the place I love, and I want to be there. If I found some opportunity, working opportunity over there, I will surely wanted to move Bhopal. It is my loving city. Back to the TTM.
Amazing. I'm sure with your explanation, many of us would want to visit Bhopal now.
Sure.
Is there anyone else from guests who would like to participate? Ayushi, I see, has raised her hand.
If you want, we can go with guests.
I can accommodate you first, and then we can see if Puneet is
Okay.
available.
Okay.
Yeah. So the topic for you, Ayushi, is, what book have you reread? Or if there is any book, if you haven't reread any book, is there any that you would like to reread?
Thank you for the topic. I am not an avid reader for the past 1.5 years, but I can recall that during my college days, I used to read a lot of books. So, books not in the sense related to my course, but rather any other book that I could grab my hands on. So one such book was My Life in Full by Indra Nooyi. Now, anyone here has heard the name Indra Nooyi and know who she is? I can see a few heads nodding. That's great. Now, she is like my role model. I tell each and everyone in my friend circle and my colleagues that if I ever grow up, if I ever am able to lead a company, I just want to do it like Indra Nooyi. She has set standards for me, and she is like an epitome of leadership for me. So if you have not read any book, and if you are planning to read a book, I would definitely suggest you to go and read that, because she is a woman who embraced herself as an Indian. She has been from a very humble background, and today she is one of the members of Amazon board members. And it is a very humble and an inspiring journey. So if you like to read biographies, I would definitely suggest you to read that. Thank you so much for the topic, and back to you, Toastmaster Vidushi.
Thank you so much, Ayushi. I would also like to read this book. Sounds pretty interesting. Okay, Puneet, are you available? Would you like to go next?
Yes, I can.
Oh, just a minute. Hello,
Yeah.
you're there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the topic for you is, do you think people can change? Why or why not?
Yeah, I guess definitely. I mean, I've seen a lot of people changing, and from a lot of perspectives. People can change professionally, people can change personally. I mean, it's just that uh, it's up to you if you want to change or not, and in what ways you want to change. Personally, I mean, you can change your habits. Professionally, you can grow your skill sets. I've seen people transforming. Uh, I've seen people in my organization who were, I mean, who kind of had their graduation or even post graduation in Hindi medium, and I've seen people transforming uh, amazingly that they are kind of leading very big teams in geographies like UK, US. So that kind of transformation professionally is something I look very, I mean, that's kind of very motivational to me. Personally, also, I've seen people transforming in terms of their health, in terms of their behavior. Like as an example, we joined Toastmaster to improve our communication skills. So that is one way of including a new skill to ourselves, the communication skills. So I guess yeah, there are a lot of ways people can change both personally and professionally. Back to
Amazing.
you.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on this topic. I would like to conclude the table topic section here. Over to you, TM Vidushi.